Hello and welcome to the Wellness Rock Show with your host, Stephanie Deal. This is a sacred space where we dive deep into 5 pillars: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial to create optimal wealth in your life. In each episode, I will be your faith-filled friend guiding you on a transformative journey towards a godly and vibrant life. Whether you're seeking peace within spiritual leadership, inspiration for your wellness journey, or practical strategies for a successful lifestyle, Stephanie and the Wellness Rock are here to nurture every facet of your existence. Join us as we embark on a sacred quest to align the body, mind, and spirit in harmony with God's design. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm so happy to be here with you this week, per usual. Happy Valentine's Day. Wow. I'm feeling good on this Valentine's Day. I am happy. I'm surrounded by love. I love myself, which is so important and the most important thing that we can do for ourselves. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, is self-love, and truly how important it is to embrace self-love, embrace our personal love for ourselves, because if we don't love ourselves, how are we going to love anybody else? If we don't learn how to truly, deeply, internally love ourselves, how in the world do we expect to do that for somebody else? You can't. It's not possible, because if you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love somebody else. It's going to turn toxic. It's probably going to turn toxic. Yeah, I'm just really excited to jump into it today, because it's so important, and I love you guys, and I want you all to love yourselves as well, because when you truly love yourself, man, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you, I promise you. So I'm really going to take you through the idea of what self-love really is, and then I'm going to take you through a couple of steps that you can take in order to get yourself to that point of truly loving yourself, so that when you are ready to attract somebody into your life, and you are ready to accept somebody into your life, you will be ready, because you love yourself, you know how to love yourself, which then you will be able to learn how to love somebody else as well. So self-love is the idea of having love for oneself. It involves recognizing your own worth, strength, weaknesses. It involves creating a healthy relationship with yourself. So it starts with you. You have to focus on you. So I'm going to give you 5 steps that we're going to take along this self-love journey. And I say journey because it's not like I'm going to go to sleep tonight and then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to love myself. Like, that's not really, like, you can start telling yourself that, which is good. You want to speak that into existence. You want to have that in your mind, knowing like, okay, yes, I am on the track to self-love. I'm on the track to loving myself, but it doesn't happen overnight. So I want you to understand that it is a journey. But our 5 steps that we're going to hit on today: forgiving yourself, recognizing your strengths, dating yourself, meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude, and then continuing to evolve. That's the 5 steps that we're going to take today on this journey to truly loving ourselves. So step 1, truly forgiving ourselves. What does that really look like for you? Like, when you're thinking about this, what is coming up for you right now? Are there things that you've done in the past that you're not really proud of? Are there things that you have to forgive from your childhood? And it may involve forgiving other people as well. It doesn't just necessarily involve forgiving yourself, because sometimes when we're not forgiving other people, we hold on to that, and that creates a sense of resentment within ourselves. So it really depends on what you went through or what you're struggling with. So then you can actually forgive yourself as well. So acknowledging those feelings, knowing like, okay, I have this feeling of resentment towards this person, or I have this feeling of resentment towards myself because of something that I did. Personally, I really struggled with the fact that I kind of just slept around a lot in college. And I really struggled with that for a very long time, to the point where I would not talk about it. I would not let people know that side of my life. I was very embarrassed by the things that I used to do. But now I've gotten to a point where I forgive myself, and I truly have forgiven myself. Like, by the grace of God, God has truly allowed me to forgive myself and see me as whole and new. But that took time. And now I think this is the first time that I verbally have said that on this podcast. So acknowledging those feelings, praying through those feelings. God, give me the strength to forgive myself. If you can forgive me, I can forgive myself. You have made me new. Therefore, that old self no longer matters anymore. I am made new in Christ. Therefore, the things that I did in the past, they're gone. The old is gone, the new has come. So that involves letting go of the past and truly, truly letting it go. And not like, oh yeah, I forgive this person, but then bring it up every single time that you get the opportunity to. Or, oh, I forgive myself, but being hard on yourself every single day for that thing that you supposedly forgave yourself for. That's what this message of letting go of the past truly means. Because in order for you to take that next step into forgiving yourself, you have to let that go. You have to realize that you can be made new and you can forgive yourself just as God has forgiven you. And then understanding that those mistakes that you've made are all learning opportunities. Guys, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Am I proud of them? No. Am I grateful for them? Yes. I am grateful for every single mistake that I've ever made because it's gotten to me to the point where I am today. It's gotten me to the point to be able to sit here with you guys, share my story, share my wisdom, share what I've gone through and what I've been through to help you guys understand yourselves better, to help you guys grow through what you're going through and whatever past forgiveness things that you need to let go within yourself as well. So that's step one, truly, truly forgiving ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves in order to take the next step to step two, which is recognizing our strengths. We can do this while we are forgiving ourselves, but in order for us to truly see our strengths, we have to forgive ourselves because you're not going to see yourself in that image if you're still holding on to things that you regret doing or that you're still holding on to about yourself. So within recognizing your strengths, it really involves self-awareness. So what that looks like is truly becoming self-aware within the things that you are good at. And in order to become self-aware, I highly recommend journaling because you can ask yourself questions and you can become really clear with what you're good at. And honestly, taking strength assessments is really, really good too. I can link one in the show notes for you guys that I did, and it really takes you through a brief survey. It takes less than 10 minutes, and I thought it was accurate for myself. And then you kind of start thinking about what your qualities are, what you are in different types of rooms, what you are in different types of situations. So I think it will really show you and provide some clarity on your types of strengths and where you're good and where you're not good. And really leaning in to trying new things and like getting uncomfortable, because when you don't take that step to get uncomfortable, you're not able to see what you're good at. If I would have never taken this step to share my story with somebody, I wouldn't be at the point where I'm sitting here talking to you, communicating with you about my story, because I would have never taken that step. And it's a strength of mine. It's a strength of mine to share my story and to be able to hear other people's stories and be able to relate with them and help them through whatever they're going through as well. So becoming self-aware, knowing like, okay, what are my strengths? We've talked about strengths a lot. So what are truly my strengths that I can embody so that I can love myself more and more? Because we want to focus on those strengths as much as possible. Because when we're focusing on things that aren't necessarily strengths from God, it may cause more insecurity within our lives because we're not taking the gifts that God has given us and use those to live out the purpose that He has for our lives. And when we're trying to be like somebody else or we're trying to use somebody else's gift, it's not going to work because it's not the gift that God gave you. It's not your strength. It's somebody else's strength. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to compare yourself to somebody else and their strength is like nailing social media, like they're so good within the social media realm and they're really good with communicating on there and just they're really, really good at social media, and you're trying to compare yourself to that, but you know that social media is not your thing and that you're really good at talking to people in person. focus on your strength. Know what you're good at, because that is what's going to take you to that next level of truly loving yourself. Because when you focus on your strengths, you're like, okay, I can do this. I'm good in this area. I'm going to go do more of what I'm good at. And that is going to create confidence and self-love within yourself. So that's step 2. Step 3 is dating yourself. And this is probably one of my favorite parts of your self-love journey, because you truly get to figure out what you like, what you want. And if I didn't date myself and I didn't take myself out and do things on my own and enjoy my time, I wouldn't know what I want in somebody else. I wouldn't know what I want in the future. And I wouldn't know what to expect. So if you want to attract somebody that you want in your life, like we all do, we have to learn what we like. We have to learn what we want, and we can't settle for anything less than that. So in order to truly find what you enjoy and find that self-love, you get to date yourself. And it's a get. It's not like you have to date yourself in order to find the person of your dreams. No. You get to date yourself. This is fun, guys. I've taken myself out to eat and by myself, a nice dinner. I've gotten dressed up. I take myself out to eat, enjoy myself a nice glass of wine, got myself some salmon. It's enjoyable. I'm actually taking myself, well, this is being posted on Valentine's Day. I'm obviously not recording this on Valentine's Day, but I'm taking myself out on Valentine's Day. I'm taking myself to breakfast. I'm going to go get my eyebrows done. I'm going to go get myself a massage. You have to date yourself. You have to love yourself in order for you to be able to give to somebody else and truly love somebody else. So planning a solo adventure is one way to date yourself. And guys, this one is a fave. I'm planning a road trip for myself, me only. I'm not even taking Levi. And I am so excited for this, because I'm going for a whole week, and it's truly going to be a time where God and I can truly connect. I'm going to work as little as possible. It's going to be really fun, because I'm going to try to record a podcast every day, a glimpse of my day, and then I'm going to post a podcast. So day 1, I'm going to record 10 minutes at the end of the day, and I'm going to put them all together, and then I'm going to post it. So it's going to be really exciting, because you guys are going to kind of go on this journey with me, but truly it's a solo adventure, and I'm just really excited for what God is going to reveal to me in this, and just what I'm going to learn about myself, because I'm going to be by myself for a whole week. I truly don't think I've ever been by myself for a whole week. Where I don't have my friends, I don't have my family. Yeah, never. I do not think I've ever experienced that. So this is going to be a whole new experience for me. And I'm nothing but excited for it, because I truly get to date myself, and it's going to be me and God. And so, like I said, planning a solo adventure is one way you can date yourself. You can take yourself out to dinner. You can take yourself out to breakfast. Take yourself to go do something. Get a massage. Get your nails done. But make it a date. Okay, I'm not going to just get my nails done, and then I'm going to sit on my phone and blah, blah, blah. Would you sit on your phone if you went on a date with somebody? No. Truly embody being on a date with yourself. And then trying new hobbies. I personally have found that I really enjoy cooking for my friends. And so therefore, I've been cooking for my friends a lot. I've been trying new recipes, and it brings me so much joy. But if I would have never started that, and I would have never tried that, and I would have never gotten into cooking and learning what spices go with what and what's good with what, I would have never realized that that is a hobby that I actually really enjoy doing. So that's step 3, dating yourself. It's probably one of my favorite steps. Really embody that and be excited about it, because it's so fun. It truly is so fun to date yourself. Because why would you not want to date yourself? You're the best. So step 4. Step 4 is meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude. So this is kind of just continuing and being within yourself. So step 4 is really just continuing that deep personal relationship within yourself. So this includes